Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the survival Bedrock RTX survival. So I slept to get rid of the night, and yeah, so we're going to head on out of here. Got a bunch of stuff here. I think we've pretty much stolen everything we can steal from this particular place. Oh, look at there's a slime over there. Oh no, that's a creeper. Thought it was a slime. We'll leave that creeper alone. So let's head on out of here. Do a little bit of walking and talking. I haven't done a walk and talk in quite a long time. If you're ever looked at my channel or been with the channel for a while, you know that I used to do these walk and talk videos where I just picked a random world on Minecraft and started walking and talked about a particular topic. So I thought, yeah, let's do walk and talk here because again, I'm looking for an ocean, maybe if we can find one. Looking for an ocean that we can get away from that skeleton. An ocean that we can build our base on, or just an interesting area. Dang, that guy is just after me. Leave me alone. Or just an interesting area that will that we can call home. So we're just going to head on out. I'm assuming this is a full world, a regular world. It is classified, the map is classified as a survival spawn. So I'm assuming that it's just a normal world. Once we get out of the pre-rendered areas, we should be able to get into new terrain. And I don't know if the caves and cliffs will kick in or not. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen with this. The reason I like this particular texture pack, as you can see, it's just the vanilla texture pack. It's just an updated version of the vanilla texture pack, which is nice. Some of the other ones have the texture packs are made for a specific sort of theme, like the Neon City texture pack is, an urban Blade Runner kind of texture pack. That's not really appropriate for a survival. This, on the other hand, is just pretty much vanilla survival. So yeah, we're going to that's the reason I picked this one, because it's just survival, but it's got the RTX, texturizing effect to it. From talking looking at last episode, I realized I was talking about ray tracing, but not really explaining what it is. And if in case you don't know what ray tracing is or why it's different than normal processing, you can see that it's a little bit different than normal processing. It's because of the way it renders the world around you, based on what you visually see. Oh, are we already at an ocean? Is this an ocean area? It sure looks like it, doesn't it? Wow, I didn't realize we'd reached an ocean quite so soon. Oh, look at the clouds. Look at that. Oh yeah, look at this. The clouds actually cast shadows. That's cool. In the real world, yeah, we're at the ocean already. Wow, that's amazing. I because of the little bit of a lag I was getting, just a couple little laggy spots in the last video, I turned down the rendering or the simulation distance down to, I think it was set on 10, and I reduced it down to 6. So just so we don't get all those lag stutters, because even with the GPU doing the rendering for us, we can still run into situations where we do get some lag if there's a lot of lot of light sourcing, like all those campfires and stuff we had back at the village. But in the real world, the way lighting works, very simplified, but the way lighting works is the sun casts light. Let's call it a light ray. It's actually a photon, or a more precisely, a wave function that that emanates from the sun. Uh, well, let's call it a light ray. So the light ray emanates from the sun. It strikes a surface. Uh, let's say it strikes a leaf on a tree. That light ray contains all of the different wavelengths of visible light, which include everything from, from red on up to purple. So the leaf, when that light ray strikes the leaf will absorb all of the different frequencies of light, except for the green color, and the green gets reflected into our eyes, and it hits the rods and cones in our eyes, and then that is interpreted by our brain as being the color green. There's really no such thing as color. Color is sort of it's an interpretation of what we see when we look at an object that's being illuminated by a light ray, but the color is just a frequency of light. Green is just a particular frequency of light, but our brains interpret that as an actual color. And that's where we get colors from. Colors themselves actually don't exist. It's just our interpretation of what green, when light gets reflected and everything gets absorbed except for that green color, well, that frequency of light we call green. It could be called anything, it's just how our brain interprets it. And we just choose to call that frequency of light green. Now in ray tracing, it's a little bit different scenario, but it's very similar. You notice we have in the real world, the light comes from the sun, strikes an object, and then gets reflected into our eye. In ray tracing, it's the reverse. The eye is the camera, so the camera would be the screen that you're looking at right now. So rays are projected from the eye, from the camera, out into the world. And when it strikes an object, then that object is calculated, the lightness of it, the reflection, the color, all of that is calculated as a value that's rendered into the scene. So instead of the rays coming from the sun and reflecting into your eye, they go out from your eye and reflect on surfaces. And there's a certain number of iterations that this light ray will travel out from your eye, or out from the eye of the camera. And when it reaches a certain number of iterations, then that pixel on the screen is colorized, calculated, and colorized and rendered according to what the light ray says. So here we have a sort of a lightish green color on this pixel here, but see, as we can see that now it's sort of a white color because the reflection on it is increasing, and each pixel has certain types of parameters such as reflection, surface variations and stuff like that. So yeah, you can see the kind of the difference that we're having here. And the sun is definitely going down here. So that's kind of ray tracing in a nutshell. And the reason it's so processor intensive is because every time it needs to render the scene, which what you're looking at would be classified as a scene. Each time it's rendering that scene, all these light rays are being pushed out into the scene, and each pixel has to be calculated based on the material of the surface. That each one of these pixels has a surface material associated with it, reflectivity, absorption, that kind of thing. And so each of those parameters are calculated, and the scene has to be rendered. So you can see that it's very process intensive on what's happening. But what it gives you is a very realistic, sort of real world type of view of the world, and the ray tracers that you've been able to get online. And there's a lot of free ones that you can get, and it's a whole big deal in graphics, ray tracing, and you can get very realistic scenes. Now, it depends on how what the texture pack is defining, and in case in the Minecraft here, it's probably simplified much more than, say, some of the other ray tracing systems that you can get a hold of, which can actually produce extremely realistic scenes. I mean, some of them you'd be hard pressed to detect whether that's a real scene or whether it's a made up scene. That's how good they are, how realistic. But it takes a huge amount of processing to do it, because you're shooting out all these rays and calculating scenes. I mean, most of the scenes are static in the renderers that we've seen in the past. Doing this under real-time conditions has always been prohibitive, just because of the fact that the amount of data that you have to process is really large. But NVIDIA's encapsulated all that within their GPUs, so the GPU is doing it on the fly, and we're getting real-time rendering using the ray tracing, which gives you this semi-realistic view of the world. Now, again, for the Minecraft, it's simplified. It's not as realistic as the world as we would really see it. It's still Minecraft, and it's still, it's still still the blocky, pixelated world that we're familiar with. It's just the lighting primarily is what is what is giving the look and feel of the terrain that we're having, the reflections off the water and off off the leaves and that sort of thing. So yeah, it's that's kind of what's going on here in a nutshell, and the reason why we haven't really had ray tracing up until this point, just because it's very intensive computationally, and all of the advanced ray tracers up until this point have been static scenes, because of the real time just takes a lot of processing power. But in the case of Minecraft here, it's relatively simplified. I mean, if you compare what you see in Minecraft to some of the other games that are using ray tracing, such as Metro, one of the versions of Metro that I have is ray trace enabled, and it looks really, really amazing. The game Control, for example, that I also a copy of that I had, it uses ray tracing as well, and those scenes look really nice. They're very realistic looking, and the environment looks very realistic. So the real-time ray tracing that you can do with these cards is quite remarkable. And I've got one of the lower end RTX cards. The higher end RTX cards are really amazing in the scenes that they can process. So it's built into the hardware, so it's got very low level instruction set, akin, the GPU instructions are akin to what the CPU actually uses. Is very low level hardware based instruction set, so it's extremely fast, and that's enables us to have the real-time ray tracing that we see now. So very, very simplified, sort of in a nutshell, what ray tracing is all about, in case you didn't know. And surprisingly enough, we've already found an ocean. Look at this. Wow, I wasn't expecting to get it this soon. I thought we'd have to travel a little ways, but this is really nice. And this is a forest, the forest is my favorite biome. So yeah, I think we're going to settle down right here. Someplace that's not quite so hilly. Okay, so we got a taiga over there. I don't want to do in the plains. I want to kind of stick to the forest. I like the forest. I like the color of the grass and just the overall ambience of the forest. I enjoy. I grew up in Oregon. Well, sort of half of my life in Oregon up until high school, of course. I think this area looks really good here. This might be decent. Yeah, I think this will be it right here. Oh, we've got a frozen ocean right there too. Nice. Yeah, ice is very useful. The frozen ocean is, everybody wants a warm ocean, which I love the warm ocean myself. But honestly, the warm ocean isn't really that useful. It's very pretty to look at, and it's nice for scenery wise, and you can use the coral for decorating and whatnot. But the frozen ocean with the ice, you can get the packed ice, you can get the blue ice, you can get the regular ice. Extremely useful. Extremely useful. It's a very underrated ocean, but it's actually super, super cool to have. Oh, and there's a bee there. Nice. Where's the hive at? That's cool. We can get into some bees if they don't disappear. They have a habit of disappearing on. Where's the hive at? We want to take the flowers and put them around the hive to keep them from wandering off. The problem with bees is they wander off and then they can't find their way back for some reason. Animals in Minecraft are incredibly stupid for some reason. I have no idea where the hive is located. It's got to be around here somewhere. I don't hear it either. Huh. I don't know. Oh well. It's got to be here somewhere. I'm just not seeing it. Probably when I start cutting down trees, I'll notice it. Yeah, I'd like to be able to keep the bees going, but if they have to travel a distance for the flowers, they'll sometimes just disappear on you. I'm not sure why that is. Got a couple little cave systems here. Yeah, I'm liking this little area right here. It's real nice. It's elevated, so we can kind of see around there. We've got some caves close by that we can explore. We've got a taiga biome over here. Keep track of the sun there. It almost looks like there's... Okay, yeah, I was going to say, I thought maybe that was a dark oak tree there. But no, that's taiga. So we got a taiga biome, got a frozen ocean over here, which is nice. I like having that. And we do have the ocean here. Look at the reflection in the top of the water. Isn't that cool? That is really nice. That's kind of what you would see in real life too. See how the squids are reflected under the water? Yeah, that's really nice. That's so cool. I wanted to see what this ice looks like under the RTX, under the ray tracing. Yeah, look how it looks slippery, doesn't it? It really does. It looks like you'd slip and slide on this. Very shiny. Yeah, this is nice. It's got a... It's kind of, I'm not sure what in this texture pack, what the blue ice and the packed ice look like. So we'll have to just experiment. We'll need to get Silk Touch before we can actually get any of this stuff, but that'll come with time. But this is definitely nice to have close by. Looks like we've got a desert over here, or at least a beach area. That's very good. Is it a desert or is it a beach? I think it might be a beach area. We don't, in a Bedrock edition, we don't have the F3, so I can't really tell you what biome it actually is. It looks like it might be a beach area, but there's plenty of sand here, which is nice to have. Definitely want to need that for our windows and whatnot. Yeah, this is, I think, a good area to I forgot to set my timer, so I don't know exactly how long we've been talking here, but it was morning and it's almost nighttime, so yeah, we're about halfway through, I think. Yeah, this is a good area. I think we'll settle over here. We'll settle up on that hill over there, and I'm gonna put my bed down and sleep. And that'll set our spawn area too. It gets dark. That's the one thing about, and you see that in the shaders as well. When you're using shaders, how dark it gets. That's because, it's based on the light that's being transmitted, and the scene is rendered based on the light. So, ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Creeper. Creeper, I don't really want to deal with you, and I don't want you tearing up the place. You know what? We're going to sleep over here. I can't sleep with all those monsters running around. I just want to get rid of the night. Oh, bed's too far away. And I'll have to reset my spawn when I get up here. All right, let's see if we can deal with this creeper guy. Come on. There's a zombie over there. Oh, he blew up. I got stuck on the hill there. Stupid creepers. He almost killed me too. But I had to start over. I'm going to set my bed down over here somewhere. Okay, there, we set a respawn point, so if we do die, it's not going to be the end of the world. As you notice in Bedrock Edition, we don't have the Java. Ooh, he dropped a helmet. Unbreaking 2. Okay, I'll take it. We don't have the combat, same type of combat. This is old style combat. So, yeah, which I like. I never was a fan of the modified combat in Java Edition. I thought it was a problem. It was fixing a problem that didn't exist, oh man. Dang, another one. I'll tell you, the creepers, the number of creepers that spawn in the worlds, and I've noticed this in Java too. The creepers that spawn are just unbelievable. The amount of creepers, the number of creepers that spawn, they're just crazy. They're just spawning all the time. I've gone into a cave where there was literally 6 creepers that had spawned in a single cave. I mean, talk about being a little over the top. I think the spawning rate on these creepers is really just way too high. Okay, well, the creepers have completely ruined this area, so I'm gonna need to fill it in, I think. We could move over in this direction here. Yeah, this I think is where I wanted to build anyways. So let's do that. I'm going to move my bed over. I'll have to fill all that in. I don't like that big old gaping hole there. Stupid creepers. Let's put the bed down there. Set our spawn point. You notice in Bedrock Edition, you get vines in the forest area sometimes, which is kind of cool. You don't have to try to find a jungle. Jungles are hard to find with the new generation. They're quite rare. At least they are in Bedrock Edition, and I think on Java as well. They're fairly rare. Yeah, there's a lot going on around here. Oh, whoa, that's a deep hole. Okay. That's one of those death holes fall into. And there's that there. What I'll do is I will get dirt from underground, and when I go do some I heard some walking. I'm paranoid now. I'll get some when I go do some caving and whatnot. We'll get some dirt and blast furnace. Probably could use that, so let's put that there. Where's my... Oh, there it is. There's that. Let's make a regular furnace. All right, and let's see. Now we got the barrel. Oh, we don't really need the barrel now. Strain. Let's keep that. Oak sapling. We'll just hang on to that for a minute. Wood, rotten flesh. Don't need that. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Spruce sapling. I wasn't sure if we were going to have the spruce where we ended up, but it looks like we are, so because we got them over there. We'll throw that in one of the furnaces. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Coal. How many torches we got? Let's make some torches. There we go. Let's do that. Spruce log, planks, 4 iron. Did I make a pick? I did not. Let's make a pick. Whoop. Iron pick in case we get something we need to iron it, for iron to dig out. Take the sticks. You know what? We need the wood. Let's take that wood. All right, that'll do it. So let's take a quick little foray. How much time we got? Okay, so we're just about there. That didn't help at all. Okay. Now notice you got the little glowies there. That's probably iron. Yep, that's iron. I noticed in some of the texture packs that the ores actually produce light. So it's kind of nice because that way you can kind of differentiate them between the regular old. Oh, yeah, that's another cave area down there, isn't it? Sure is. Uh-oh. Ooh, and another cave area. Oh my goodness. This like just goes and goes, doesn't it? Well, you need torches though. You just can't see anything. And YouTube's going to be even worse because there's another guy down there. I don't know what he was though. Oh, is that a skeleton or what is that? Oh, it's a zombie, I think. This cave system is like crazy, isn't it? Yeah, it's gonna be definitely gonna have to have torches. Look at the water though. Doesn't that look interesting? That's crazy. If you've ever been in an actual cave in real life, the water looks just like this. It's so clear that you can't really even see the water. That's how clear it is. Okay, I want to get back up there. Yeah, let's not build with that. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Be a little more systematic here. I'm just kind of poking around just to see what's down here. But this looks like a fairly extensive cave system, which is good. An arachnid. It sounds like there's a drown down here. Ooh. There's a skeleton down there too. There's some more iron. See, you can see that iron from a ways away, which is nice. I tell you, these caves are kind of scary. They're kind of scary in this RTX. I mean, I'm a little bit scared down here. I mean, it's dark. I'm scared of the dark. And there's holes everywhere. I'm getting out of this place. It's freaking me out. Need to do some proper mining to get everything going. I want to go ahead and build our shelter first, I think. Gonna clear out the area, so yeah. Oh, it's dark. There's my bed. Hopefully there's nobody here. I can sleep. All right. Whew. I feel like I've made it back alive. Whew. That's scary. I'll tell you, the caves are going to be interesting. Yeah. So, all right. Well, that's going to wrap it up, I think, for this episode. We found a place to live. I really like it. This is a nice little area here, sort of on the hill. We've got this big old cave system here, but yeah, it's not. If we put the house, say, right here, facing, I don't know, I'd kind of like to face it out that way, but I mean, facing really doesn't matter. I like a lot of windows, so we'll be able to see anything. And I'm just going to build my typical starter house, but we'll work on that next episode. And then we're going to do some proper caving. And we'll probably go through the first caving experience together. And then after that, I'll probably just cave offline because, I mean, how many times have you seen people cave? Millions and millions. It'll be a little different in this one just because of the RTX stuff. And it'll be a little bit more interesting, at least the first go of it, for both of us, actually. So, is that a bad guy over there? Oh, it's another creeper. See what I said about creepers? They're everywhere. They're just everywhere. You just stay over there. He hasn't seen me yet, so that's good. Maybe he'll despawn after a while. So there we have it. So this will be our new home. I think we've found a good location. We found the ocean, which is what I wanted. We've got a frozen ocean there, which is nice to have close by. We can't really utilize it at this moment, but definitely for the future, that's going to be worth something. Got a little bit of a taiga going on over there. The only downside on this is it's really kind of it looks like caves are pretty much all through this area here. So we may have to cover over some of this stuff depending on, I don't want to go over there, track that creeper. I'll have to end up filling in the places again. What I could do, is reduce that hill down and use the dirt over there. I might do this. I might terraform. Oh, there's that guy. I might terraform this mountain down, and I can't get to him. Terraform this mountain down to one, open up the view, and then two, to can I get him from here? I don't think I can reach him. Come on. Oh, that knockback on that bow. There you go, jerk. Terraform that hill down for the view and then for the raw materials as well. And maybe I could cover over this gaping hole over here. Get rid of that. It looks like it's part of the same cave system. Leave a little opening down there, but get rid of that. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. So first things first, though, we're going to build us a nice little starter house. And I need to find out where that beehive is and put some flowers around it so they don't get lost. It's got to be close by. Oh, it's right there. Okay, cool. When in doubt, follow the bees. Yeah. Here we go. It looks like it's full of honey too. Nice. I'm just going to put these around here so they don't have to travel very far because, like I said, they tend to get lost. I like how the dirt has the little stones in it. That's kind of cool. Nice little touch there. I saw some yellow flowers around here somewhere. Not that it makes any difference, but I thought yeah, there they are. Well, where are they going? There we go. Okay, let's go put these over there. I mean, flower's a flower. The type of flower doesn't make any difference, but at least I don't think it does. But this will just give us a few more flowers around the area. Oh yeah, it's going after the yellow flowers here. So maybe it does make a difference. I honestly don't know that much about bees, but it's nice that we have bees real close to us because honey's actually a pretty decent food. It also, the honeycomb and all that kind of stuff. So there we go. Hopefully that'll keep them close by so they don't get lost and disappear. Alrighty. Well, I think that's going to call it. I think I'm a little bit over my time this episode, but that's okay. No problems. We'll get stuff squared away. So next episode, work on a place to live, I think. Yeah, at least I'll start it. I'm a terrible builder. Um, really have no talent in it, but I have kind of a standard starter home that works really well for me. So we're going to do that. And yeah, we'll see what happens here. But I'm real happy with the area. I think we found a good area here. Really nice by the ocean, which is what I wanted. Uh, Maybe a desert over there. I'm not sure. Desert or beach, but we got sand, we got ice, a little taiga over there. So, yeah, I think we're in good shape. So, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye now. Hello, everybody.